What's going on, guys? Welcome. I don't know why my audio is all messed up. My microphone was even messed up. That's weird. Hopefully, I'm broadcasting from the correct microphone right now. I think I am. I'm pretty sure I am. Test. Yeah, I definitely am. Anyway, welcome, guys. Don't do very many streams anymore. Don't do very many videos. Most of you guys know why. Busy, busy, busy. But welcome, one and all. Hope you are all doing fantastic. I had a tweet explode over the weekend. Did anybody see that? It was hilarious, man. Like, me and my family went to Disney World over the weekend, and we were at Disney Springs on Saturday night, and I took a picture of Lego Chewbacca down at Disney Springs because I thought his ass looked huge. Like, Lego Chewbacca has a giant, enormous ass, and I posted it, and then didn't think about the tweet for like 5 hours, and then I looked at it, and it was like at 20,000 likes, and I was like, what the fuck? It was the most random ass, yeah, it didn't make any sense. It was hilarious to me. I guess people liked a giant Chewbacca ass. It's funny, but anyway, guys, welcome. Let me take a quick sip of the old water. What's going on with you guys? I saw Bad Batch is going to be starting on May the 4th. Correct me if I'm wrong. I saw a lot of people posting that, and I believe I saw it on Twitter too. But welcome, guys. I got Star Wars Story, Caleb Kemp, Took, and Nicholas. Good to see you guys. Hope everybody is doing well. Let's shoot the shit. Whatever you guys want to talk about. There is no topic of conversation this time around. We're just hanging out, man. Star Wars Story says asks favorite underrated non-Star Wars film, and he says Dead Man's Shoes. I don't think I've ever heard of that. Let's see, Dead Man's Shoes. Dead Man's Shoes. Who's in that? Man, I'm not familiar with this movie at all. 2006, set in a small, bleak Derbyshire town. After 7 years in the army, Richard returns to find out what happened to his beloved brother Anthony, who latched onto the local drug cartels and became the butt of their cruelty due to his learning difficulties. Now, I've never heard of this, man. That's the thing. You said favorite underrated non-Star Wars film. There are probably so many movies like this that I've never heard of, that a lot of people have never heard of, you know? I could say like Apollo 13, but everybody knows Apollo 13, right? It won Academy Awards. I could say the right stuff. It won Academy Awards as well. But I will probably go in the direction of something like Dead Man's Shoes, right? I've never heard of Dead Man's Shoes. Maybe you've never heard of the movie I'm about to say, all right? Maybe you have. But I think one of the best science fiction movies in the past, man, I don't know, 15 years? Let's see. What year did it come out? I think it was like 2008. 2007. Okay, so the past 13 years, let's say that. Oh, past 14 years. It's 2021 now. There's a movie called Sunshine. And I think it's one of the best science fiction movies in quite a while. I don't want to spoil anything. It's great. There's so many different movies that you could say are underrated, right? But like, I think Sunshine is one of the most beautiful looking movies, science fiction movies in 20 years. I also think it has one of the best scores in a very long time when it comes to science fiction movies. Yeah, I highly recommend it. Let me see. Did I pay? Yeah, I copied and pasted Sunshine, Rotten Tomatoes in there. So yeah, if you've never seen Sunshine, I highly recommend it. It's directed by Danny Boyle, who directs one of my all-time favorite movies, 127 Hours. Whenever anybody asks, what director I would like to see on a Star Wars project, I always default answer to Danny Boyle. So yeah. Anyway, that's my answer, man. And if I thought about it, I could give you a lot more answers, but that's the first one that popped into my brain. So anyway, man, I appreciate that channel support this afternoon. And Caleb Kemp, good to see you. Hope you are doing well, man. Caleb says, hello there. I just started Attack on Titan this week. Very good show. I saw some other people posting about Attack on Titan on Twitter over the weekend. I don't know anything about it, man. When man-eating titans first appeared 100 years ago, humans found safety behind massive walls that stopped the giants in their tracks. But the safety... so I'm sure if I started watching this, I would get into it. I don't know why, man. I've never given anime a shot. Like, I've always loved the idea or the art style, but for whatever reason, I've never dove into anything. I mean, like, literally the only anime that I've ever watched was probably when I was 12 years old living in Atlanta, Georgia, and my neighbor was kind of into Dragon Ball Z. That's like the extent of, and I maybe saw like 2 episodes. That's like the extent of my any of my anime viewing. But yeah, man, I'm sure a lot of people are digging it too. I didn't realize. I know I had heard about it for a long time. So it first aired in 2013, and the most recent episodes just aired. So did it like take a long hiatus or something like that? And then it came back? Must have, right? Anyway, that's exciting. Glad you liked it, man. There's really nothing. What are we watching right now? The only thing we're watching is called Men in Kilts. That's really it. It's on Stars. And I don't know why. My wife likes the show Outlander, and one of the guys in it is in that show, and it's just kind of like a fun 30-minute reality show where they drive around doing shit in Scotland, and it's just a good time. That's really all we're watching right now. Literally, my nights are spent studying. That's it. But I am reading Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Sorry, I was completely blanking. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I've never read it. I've always wanted to. I pulled the trigger, bought it on my Kindle, and dude, so far I'm only 3 chapters in. I bought the Ultimate Edition, like that comes with all 5 books. The second one's called like Restaurant at the End of the Universe or some shit like that. But dude, just reading the first 3 chapters has been like one of the most fun reading experiences I've ever had. It's such a goofy, fun, book. Anyway. How do we get on that track? I appreciate that, Caleb. And Took17, good to see you, man. Hope you are doing well. Took says, just about to go down for a nap because I'm a toddler. Nice. My toddler just went down for a nap as well. We're kind of kind of teetering right now on, do we put her down for a nap or do we not? Because if we put her down for a nap, if she naps for 2 or 3 hours, she'll be up to like 10 o'clock at night. But if we keep her up and she doesn't nap, she'll go to bed at like 7:30 or 8, right when we want her to. But we kind of found the sweet spot of putting her down for like an hour because she's exhausted, especially if we, play it out of her. And right about an hour, I'll wake her up and then she'll go to bed around 8. So it's a balancing act, right? So enjoy that nap, man. But Fire Academy question. If someone yells fire in a crowded theater, how hard do you hit them with the hose and how often? Mature, I know. It's kind of fun. The very first chunk I've been in for what, 2 months, something like that. It's all medical stuff and it's really interesting. It's the portion that I never really thought I would be into, but like it's super difficult because it's a completely different language, but it's kind of fascinating. So I've really enjoyed it from that aspect, but I have no idea. Is it illegal to yell fire in a crowded theater? I don't think it is. Is it? Is that some kind of like urban legend shit? You're not allowed to do that? I mean, I know it makes you an asshole, but is it illegal? Is it illegal? I don't know. But yeah, man. Enjoy the nap. I'm sure it is illegal. Is it really? Cole. What's up, Cole? I had never really... Oh, okay, and Giza says it's not illegal. All right, so I've never even thought about it. I've heard different versions. I have no idea what's true or what's not. But yeah, I beat him with the hose, Duke. Anyway, I appreciate that, man. Hope you are doing well. I don't know. Are you still running? I don't know if you're still running, but the last time I ran was last Thursday, and I haven't ran since because after my last 4 mile run on Thursday, I came home. I was like slowing down my run, coming to a stopping point, and whatever muscle is between my calf and my Achilles, it's like right between my calf and my Achilles, felt like a little tear, and I didn't want to push it, so I haven't ran in almost a week, and I feel antsy as shit. But I'm going to give it probably another week because I don't want to screw anything up right in time for like all the physical academy stuff. But anyway, hope you're doing well, man. Nicholas Morales, thank you so much for the channel support as well. Nicholas says, hey Greedo, do you play Shadows of the Empire on the PC? Because the controls when playing on foot is so frustrating. Hope your day is great. I do, Nick. I pretty much exclusively play it on the PC now. No, I have it on the Nintendo 64. I have 2 copies of it on the Nintendo 64, and I also have 2 Nintendo 64s, because one is mine and one is my wife. Friends Nerdnan? So it switched? Weird. But so I do play it on the PC. I actually have it. I have an Xbox One S controller plugged into my computer, and that's how I play Shadows of the Empire. In the past, I've tried to play it with a mouse and keyboard, but dude, I get like, it's weird. I get super motion sick if I play Shadows of the Empire with a mouse and keyboard. Don't know why. I've found, yeah, if you haven't tried that, man, if you haven't tried to plug like an Xbox controller in or have a controller with your PC to play Shadows of the Empire, I recommend it. I wouldn't be able to play it otherwise, just like I said, that for whatever reason, the mouse and keyboard controls in Shadows makes me motion sick. And I wonder if it's because, like, the mouse doesn't act as a complete... Like, when you're playing a first-person shooter, right, and you're using the mouse, you can look all around, 360 degrees, right? But with Shadows of the Empire, it's really only left and right controls. It's not, it's not like full range of motion, and I wonder if it just conflicts with what I'm used to. I don't know, man. But yeah, definitely try plugging in a control if you haven't. And also, what's really cool is you can go into your Steam. How do I put this? You can go into your settings for individual games in Steam, and you can select controller layouts that people have created. So like maybe somebody has created a layout for an Xbox controller for Shadows of the Empire, and it has the buttons mapped exactly like you want it to be, right? Usually, whatever, if you go into the settings and look at all of the user-created mapping for controllers and games, usually the best one is the most popular one, right? So if you haven't tried that either, maybe give that a shot. But yeah, anyway, best of luck, man. It is kind of wonky from time to time. But hey, man, it's like a 24-year-old. How old is that game? When did it come out? Why do I get so many spam phone calls? It's just crazy to me. It came out in 1996, so 25 years ago. Crazy, man. Oh no, this is the book. Shadows of the Empire game. 96. Okay, so 25 years ago. Nice. Anyway. Yeah. It's incredible that we can play it. Dude, like, I've said it before, Nick, like, there are so many games that, like, old games that are ported over to the PC, and they run like ass. But it's not surprising, right? You got a game that's 25 years old, 30 years old, and you try to play it in a modern PC. You think it would work smooth as hell, but I would say the majority of them are wonky as shit. But Shadows of the Empire, man. Shadows of the Empire is the smoothest old game I've ever played. Like, especially if we're talking like console to PC. 1996 console to PC, but I guess there was also a Windows version that I never played, so maybe it makes it a little easier, right? Anyway. Boba Bricks, thank you so much, man. Boba says, how was finally going to Disney with the daughter? It was great. Disney did a good job, like, separating people. People were super respectful. Wiping shit down, hand sanitizer everywhere. I never saw a single person without a mask unless they were shoveling shit into their mouth. It was good. 35% capacity. We rode so many rides. It was our original intention to take our daughter to Disney World for her birthday last year, but that was like, her birthday's in April, and that was like right when everything started kind of shutting down, kicking off and everything. So, figured why not? It's time. And we went down there and had a blast. Yeah, it was so much fun going to Disney and seeing it through her eyes for the first time. Like right when we walked into the park. To like, I don't know if you guys have ever been. If you to the right, there's like a little train station kind of thing, and on the top there was Minnie and Goofy and Donald and Minnie and Mickey up there, and they were waving. And dude, my eyes just, her eyes just got so big, and she smiled ear to ear, and she had such a good time, man. She ate cupcakes, or cinnamon rolls, and it was basically the one day we've ever had where if she wanted ice cream or cookies or candy or whatever, you got it, kid. But anyway. Yeah, it was a good time, man. Can't wait till we can go back. We actually have a trip planned this pretty soon, within the next few weeks, where we got a cabin rented. Just the three of us. It's gonna be a good time too. Doing a lot of hiking. My daughter loves to like run on trails. So we'll be doing that too. Anyway, I appreciate that, Boba. And Barrick Main, thank you so much for the super chat channel support, man. On the topic of anime, have you seen the Star Wars anime fan edits on YouTube, like those Scoundrel Media ones? Also, thoughts on Star Wars Visions. Star Wars Visions is the anime thing that's kind of like the Animatrix, right? Star Wars Visions. Wait, is that what I'm thinking of? Okay, it is, yeah. Star Wars Visions was also a book. A 240-page limited edition, includes 5 November 2010. Star Wars Visions book. Let's see what that is first. I'm curious. Ah, okay. Rinsler, George Lucas. Oh, nice. All right. Let's see. Oh, I love these kind of books. I love these kind of books. I'll have to check that out. Anyway, so yeah, I'm excited for it. Barrick,
Star
one
Wars
sec.
fan film inspired by fanboys is premiering at the local theater
Oh,
on
nice.
March 12th. Just felt like sharing. I'm too excited. Thank you for also being a huge inspiration and my favorite SW YouTuber.
Wario Will, thank you so much for the extremely generous super chat and channel support. Give me one sec. I got Barrick, I got Stone, I got Star Wars Story, I got Caleb, and then I got Wario. I appreciate that, man. So yeah, Barrick, I've never been into anime. That being said, I did watch the Animatrix when it came out. I had it on DVD. That was what, like 2006? I'm gonna guess 2006. Actually, it might have been earlier than that. The Animatrix. Oh, 2003. Okay. I remember liking the Animatrix. There was one in particular that I feel like I watched the most. I honestly have no idea which one it would be. I literally haven't seen those in almost 20 years, which is crazy to think about. But yeah, I'm excited for Visions. I feel like that'll be something that maybe my daughter will be into watching. And no, I've never really... Let me look up Scoundrel Media. Scoundrel Media. Star Wars. I don't watch... 1 month ago. Scum and Villainy. 7 minutes. Let's see. Oh, these are cool looking. No, I've never seen these, man. These are really, really sharp. Love the style. So they make these? This is... Oh, okay. This says, we did not animate this. This is a fan re-edit. The Galaxy of Adventures animation team went... Oh, okay. So these are Galaxy of Adventures videos. Spliced in with some other stuff. Interesting. So no, this is a fan re-edit. Galaxy of Adventures animation team went all in for these 50 kids videos. Okay. So no, I've watched a few of the Galaxy of Adventures videos here and there with my daughter, but it's probably been 8 months to a year since I last watched them, or watched a single one of them. Yeah. Anyway, long story short, I'll definitely watch some Visions when it comes out. Sorry, guys. There we go. Boop, 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 boop. I'm closing a bunch of crap out. Cool. There we go. And Stone Riley, thank you so much for the channel support, man. Did you type a message in there? Let me scroll up. Stone says, oh, I see it. Hey, man, currently studying at VMI and commissioning into the Navy. Got any fun experiences or stories to share? Well, first, what at VMI? Virginia, I'm just guessing here. VMI school. Oh, okay. Virginia Military Institute. Nice. So when you graduate, your college is all paid for. once you get commissioned, correct? I had a buddy that did that down at UF. I'm sure it's a very different story, but I actually have a few friends that went to the Citadel. I don't know how similar that is, but hell yeah, man, that's exciting. So do I have any stories? Yeah, I have a ton. I have a ton of stories. From MEPS to, do officers go to MEPS? I don't even know. From MEPS all the way to deployment and to, being in Colombia and Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, and all sorts of stuff. From floating, I loved deployment, man. I loved deployment. Like, in hindsight, obviously, I'm romanticizing it a little bit. I wanted to get home while I was out there, but looking back, it was such a good experience. Some of my favorite memories I've ever had. Citadel is our rival, and no, we don't have to go to MEPS. Nice. Yeah, MEPS is like the DMV for people. But, so, yeah, man. One of my favorite experiences on deployment was we would, since we were in South America and whatnot, it was very easy to find Cuban cigars, like Cohibas and stuff. So we would buy boxes of Cuban cigars whenever we went into port. And at night, if it was not like a flying day, if the bird was in, and like night shift was working on the helicopter, then me and some of the day crew would go out to the flight deck and just sit in our lawn chairs that we brought, with cigars, just pitch black at night. The only light, because you're not allowed to have light. Most of the time things are shut. Every entrance to the outside is a red light, not easy to see from distance. Yeah, it's one of my favorite experiences, man. Sitting in the pitch black on the flight deck with my buddies, smoking cigars, looking at the brightest Milky Way you have ever seen in your life. And occasionally the pilots would bring down NVGs, night vision goggles, to look up and just see an insanely ridiculous amount of stars littering the Milky Way. That's one of my favorite experiences ever. Also, just going into port and visiting all these random countries that I never otherwise would have been able to visit. I think that's one of the biggest perks about being in the Navy. Is if you utilize it, you can travel really well. I was in aviation. I only deployed on a small boy, a frigate, with a helicopter. I wasn't a big carrier or anything. I know a lot of carriers nowadays barely port. I don't know if that's fleet wide, but so my small boy, we ported quite often. I think the longest we went without porting was 3 weeks. And we went to Panama, Colombia, Guatemala, Costa Rica, Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, and it was such a good time. I have so many fond memories of deployment, going around to just off the beaten path restaurants. One of my good buddies was from Puerto Rico, so he spoke obviously fluent Spanish, and he was basically our little translator, our detachment's translator, as we went to random places through South and Central America. But yeah, man, I miss it. I really miss it. I hope you have a good time, man. And obviously being an officer is a completely different experience. Yeah, I've also had some great officers, man, great leadership, and I've also had some shit leadership. Which sadly, most of the time, I would say 75%, you get kind of not great leadership, but the 25% that cares for its people, that looks after its people first. That 25% makes a world of difference. But anyway, man, best of luck, and yeah, boot camp. You're not going to boot camp, so you're not going to Great Lakes. But yeah, I got to do a lot of cool shit, man. Fly in Seahawk helicopter, buzzing different ships, and it was a good time, man. If you go on my Instagram and you scroll back a bit, you might be able to find some of my my old posts that I've made. There was probably something on Veterans Day that I posted. So yeah, you'll be able to check that out. But yeah. Anyway, let's see. But yeah, best of luck, Stone. I appreciate that, man. Shit, sorry guys. Cool. And Star Wars Story, thank you so. I got Star Wars Story, Caleb, Wario, Mando Man, Colton, ZZY, Ziggy, and Ziggy as well. Thank you guys so much. Star Wars Story says, you play COD Warzone. I got hooked during lockdown. Dude, I haven't touched a Call of Duty game in so long. I honestly don't. God, I'm trying to think the last time that I played a Call of Duty game. It's really hard for me to think. Like the last one that I played, like multiplayer with was, I mean, it might have been Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. It might have been Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I honestly think it was. Which is kind of crazy. So no, I've never touched Warzone. I've been wanting to play the Call of Duty World War II game for a long time since it came out. I honestly forgot about it until just now. And the thing is, like, I've never really been into Call of Duty multiplayer. I don't know why. It's just not my type of first-person shooter when it comes to multiplayer. Now, I love the single-player experience just because it's so cinematic and over the top and fun, and all of the single player Call of Duty stuff is great. But when it comes to multiplayer, I definitely prefer games like, you know, if I'm going to play like a AAA super popular shooter multiplayer, it's going to be a Battlefield game. But I tend to prefer other games like Postscriptum, or, you know, Day of Infamy, Squad, games like that are a little more realistic, and require a little bit more strategy and coordination and cohesion among your team. You know, I tend to like those kind of games a little more. But anyway, I appreciate that story. And Caleb, it's illegal to yell fire in a theater, incitement. Okay, so it is. All right, I'm gonna take your word for it right now, Caleb, because you super chatted just to tell me that. So I believe you 100% right now. After the stream, I'll take a look. I'm curious. I believe you. Maybe it varies state to state. I'm sure people have. I mean, has that ever happened? Has anybody ever done that? You know, I'm sure there's instances of shitty kids yelling fire in a theater or something like that just to test the waters. But stupid. What kind of asshole would do that, right? Check, guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm going to run into this movie theater and yell fire. I'm hilarious. I'm sure that exists. There's no question in my mind that a video like that exists. Anyway, I appreciate it. Wario Will, thank you so much for the generous channel support. My Star Wars fan film inspired by Fanboy. If you're still here, Wario, I want you to tweet it to me because I want to see this. Wario says, my Star Wars fan film inspired by Fanboys is premiering at a local theater on March the 12th. Just felt like sharing. I'm too excited. Thank you for being a huge inspiration in my favorite Star Wars. Well, I appreciate that, man. Thank you for the kind words. So that's awesome. I'm sure you've heard me talk about Fanboys before. You might have even seen my Fanboys review that I did, like 6 or 7 years ago? It's been a long time. And some of you guys listening to my voice right now might not even have ever heard of the movie Fanboys. So what you're going to do is go watch the movie Fanboys. It stars Dave, not Dave Foley. You'll recognize all the people. I can't remember any of their names except for Kristen Bell. Kristen Bell's in it, but it came out, in the mid 2000s? No, it definitely came out, 2011? Let's see. 2009. Okay, 2009. It's great. It has, Dan Fogler, Jay Baruchel, Kristen Bell, Chris Marquette, and Sam Huntington. You will no doubt recognize all of them. In fact, let me post a link to Fanboys. Boom. There you go. Watch Fanboys. It's fun. If you're a Star Wars fan, you'll like it, because it's about a group of Star Wars fans that are friends going to see the episode 1 premiere. So watch it. But that's not what we're talking about here. I saw on TV and yeah, I love your review. Oh, nice, man. So, Wario, that's awesome. Congratulations. Please, if there is a trailer, if you have a Twitter account devoted to the movie, please send it tweet it my way. That's the easiest way to get a hold of me. Just a random tweet. And I would love to check out a trailer eventually whenever it's online. If it's not online yet, I would love to see it too. And post the name of it, man. You can post the name of your be proud of it. You can post the name of it. I'm assuming it's not called My Star Wars Fan Film Inspired by Fanboys. So post the damn name of your movie. I'll check it out and I'll keep an eye on the chat. But congratulations. That's a huge feat. Be super proud. But cheers. I appreciate that channel support and the kind words, man. And Mando, man, thank you so much as well. Greedo, Godzilla vs. King Kong. Will you see it? Who's going to win? Man, I bet you look like King Kong. You bet I look like King Kong? Why do you say that? So, Mando, man, I will not be seeing. Oh, Project Alderaan. Nice. Okay, cool. I'm going to just Google that. And just so I have it saved here. There we go. Cool. Okay, just want to make sure that I have it. Okay, cool. Boop. All right, there we go. Cool, nice. Yeah, whenever you have the trailer uploaded or whatever, feel free to fire it my way. I'll blast it out. But Mando, yeah, I won't be seeing that movie. Godzilla vs. King Kong, so our time is so limited on on shit we can watch that I don't think I have a desire, and I certainly know my wife doesn't have a desire to watch Godzilla vs. King Kong. Yeah, so that's it. Who's gonna win? I don't know. Godzilla. I don't really know too much about either franchise. Doesn't Godzilla shoot like fire or lasers or something out of his mouth? I have no idea. I'll go with Godzilla. I really don't know. Yeah, man. We have to pick and choose what we watch, big time, because most nights, with studying for the Fire Academy and stuff like that, most nights I'm studying for a couple hours, and when we do have time to watch something, whether it be usually on a Sunday night or maybe a Wednesday night, which is tonight, but I'm studying tonight, we have to really, really select what we're going to watch. So yeah, the last thing we watched was Pin 15 on Hulu, and it was funny as hell. It was kind of it's set right around the same exact time that me and my wife were in kind of late middle school, early high school. So it's like a time capsule of all the stupid shit from back then. It's a really funny show. But yeah, anyway, I appreciate that, Mando. And Colton Phillips, thank you so much, man. Hope you're well. Have you ever seen this vid? I don't know how big a fan you are of Mark's Joker, but best mashup of all time. Let me copy and paste it. Can I copy and paste it? Why can't I? There we go. Emperor voice by... Oh, I have seen this. Yeah. I have seen this. It's been a long time. Somebody actually linked this to me years ago. And yeah, I mean, it's probably been like 5 years since I've seen this. Let me see. I mean, it's been a very, very long time. But yeah, maybe I'll give a little refresher watch because it's been so long. Yeah, let me copy and paste that. Let me paste it here. So, is that the right thing? Yeah. So, Colton just told me about, or just pasted this link. The Emperor voiced by Mark Hamill's Joker. It's like a 14-minute long video. And I have not watched it in years. But, yeah, I have seen it. Impressive. Give it a watch, everybody. But I appreciate that, Colton. And after the stream, maybe I'll turn on the audio and give it a little listen for the first time in a long time. And Ziggy, Calopor, Ziggy, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. When you end stream, please say call. I don't even know how to pronounce it correctly. You know, it's one of those things. That is the spell for recall, right? Calopor. That's recall, I believe. So some of you guys, most of you guys have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. Is that recall? Yeah, recall. Okay. So nice. I did. Dude, nostalgia out the ass, right? I'm sure you've seen my UO video that I uploaded a few months ago. If you haven't checked out recall. If you haven't checked out the podcast, the little interview that I did with Mustache Gaming, you know, he hosts the UO podcast. You'll love it. You'll love it. I love that game so much, man. You know, I started playing it when I was like 11 or 12 years old. I'm 34 now. And from time to time, usually one month out of the year, I get super obsessed with UO and I play for like a couple weeks straight. Build a house, you know, jump into a server, you know, and play. Just for that jolt of nostalgia. It's hard to believe that I've been playing that game for so long. It's crazy. But anyway, cheers, man. I love that damn game. Always will. Anyway, I appreciate that. All right, guys, it is time for me to jet. That was I scheduled this for 30 minutes. We almost went for 50 minutes. But I appreciate the hell out of you guys for hanging out with me this afternoon. Let's see here. I don't know what the hell I have planned. You guys know I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants right now. Don't have no idea when I'm going to be able to upload videos, when I'm going to be able to stream. School is basically consumed everything, obviously for good reasons. But I appreciate everybody sticking with me for a little while I sort some things out. But all right, guys, so you got homework. You got to watch Fanboys. All right, if you never seen it, it's a fun one. But all right, everybody who supported the channel through super chats, thank you so much, guys. To everybody who hung out and shot the shit in the chat, I saw some of you guys were being little assholes. Don't do that. This isn't the vibe that we're trying to set in the channel in the live streams. Come on, guys, come on. All right, everybody, enjoy the rest of your morning, your afternoon, your evening, wherever you are on planet Earth, and I will catch you all on the flip side. See ya.